In this video, we will talk about how to graph a line and point slope form. So I have two examples for us to work through here. Let's check out this first example. We have y plus 5 is equal to 2 times x minus 1. Now, this equation is currently in point slope form, which uses the following format. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Now, to actually graph this line, there's only two things we need to know. We need to know the slope, which is m, and we need to know the xy coordinates of a point that lies on the line, which is given by x1 and y1. So let's identify our slope in this equation first. That would be the 2 right here, the number out front in front of the x minus 1. So we'll say m is equal to 2, that's our slope, and now the xy coordinates of some point on the line, that's just x1, comma, y1. So in this example, x1, that's the number that's being subtracted from the x. So we can see we're subtracting a 1. So we'll write a 1 for the x1, and the y1 is the number right here being subtracted from the y. So in this case, we have y plus 5. We can imagine that's the same as y minus a negative 5. So really what we're subtracting is a negative 5. So y1, that's going to be negative 5. So we have the slope of the line and we have coordinates of a point on the line. So that's all we need to graph this line. So first, let's graph the point 1, negative 5. So here's our origin. We go over 1 and down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right about here. And our slope is 2. Now remember, slope is equal to rise over run. So if we want to think of this as 2 over 1, that could be helpful. So that tells us go up 2 and to the right 1. So if we go to our point, we go up 2 and to the right 1, right about here. These are the only 2 points we need to actually draw a rough sketch of this line. So it looks something like this. So this is the line that's represented by the equation y plus 5 is equal to 2 times x minus 1. All right, let's try one more example. We have y plus 4 is equal to 2/5 times x plus 3. How can we graph this line? Well, again, first let's identify what is the slope of this line. So that's the number out front in front of the x plus 3 are. So our slope we can see is 2/5. So let's write that. And now we just need the xy coordinates of some point that lies on the line. So in other words, x1 and y1. So x1, that's the number being subtracted from the x. So here we have an x plus 3. We can imagine that's the same as x minus a negative 3. So our x1 value is going to be negative 3. And then our y1 value, so that's the value being subtracted from the y in the equation. So we have y plus 4, that's the same as y minus a negative 4. So the y value being subtracted is a negative 4. So let's write that, negative 4. So we have our slope and we have a point on the line. So we have everything we need to graph this line. So let's first graph the point negative 3, negative 4. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right about here. And now our slope is 2/5, or 2 over 5. So that means go up 2 and to the right 5. So if we do that, we go up 2 and then over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right about here. Using just these 2 points, we can create a rough sketch of the line, something like this. So this is the line represented by our equation. So those were just a couple examples of how to graph a line in point slope form.